I'm the Horror Cow, and this is the story of my ghostly encounter in one of the last places you'd expect, New York City. You don't expect to have a paranormal experience in the middle of Manhattan. You expect it in an abandoned asylum, a remote cabin, maybe a foggy graveyard. But for me, it happened in a third-floor walk-up on the Upper West Side in a quiet brownstone apartment. Just a stone's throw from Central Park. Back in 1998, I was visiting friends in New York. I had flown in from the UK, jet-lagged, excited and curious. They lived in one of those classic brownstone buildings. If you've never seen one, think four-story narrow homes with tall windows, sandstone facades, creaky staircases. The kind of place that has seen 100 years of stories pass through it. Their place was cozy, a small one-bedroom apartment on the third floor. I crashed on the pull-out couch in the living room. Nothing spooky, nothing weird. A simple room with a street lamp glowing outside the window. The only window was covered with a roll-down blind. The orange glow from the lamp gave the place a kind of warm, hazy feel. Comforting. Familiar. Now it was my first night, and I was wide awake by 4 a.m., thanks to jet lag. Couldn't sleep, so I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, listening to the hum of the city outside. Then I noticed something. The warm orange glow from the window suddenly shifted. Something blocked it. I looked up and saw a silhouette, clear as day, moving slowly across the blind. It wasn't vague or fleeting. This wasn't, did I just imagine that? This was a distinct human shape, arms raised above its head like it was swinging from monkey bars. Smooth and rhythmic. Left to right. My first thought wasn't ghost. I thought, burglar. We were in New York after all. Maybe someone was climbing across a fire escape trying to break in. So I did the logical thing. I switched on a lamp to let them know the place was occupied. I grabbed a book and sat there under the light until the sun came up. Nothing else happened. Later that morning, over coffee, I mentioned the potential cat burglar to my friends. They gave me a strange look. There's no fire escape on that side of the building, they said. I went to the window to check for myself. No fire escape. No ledge, really. Maybe 2 inches max. No drain pipe, nothing to hang from. And the street lamp across the road, still there, fully exposed. Nothing blocking it. So what had I seen? A shadow person? A trick of the light? I wasn't sure, but it stuck with me, like a splinter in the mind. Fast forward 2 years. I was back in New York, visiting the same friends. This time, they were moving out and throwing a farewell party for the whole building. At some point during the night, with a little liquid courage in my system, I brought up my strange experience from that visit. You know, just to laugh about it. But as soon as I described the silhouette, I noticed something. People around me weren't laughing. They were nodding. "Oh, you've seen it too," someone said. "I saw it in my bedroom once," said another, "always just moving past the window, never inside." "It's kind of peaceful," someone added, "almost like it's dancing." I wasn't the only one. Almost everyone in the building had seen it. At different times, in different windows. Always the same dark figure, always silent, always passing through. One neighbor, a history buff, told me they had done some digging. Apparently, the jazz legend Billie Holiday once lived in that building back in the early 1950s. They were convinced the figure was her ghost. dancing, gliding, passing through the rooms like a memory on repeat. Now, maybe that's a stretch. By the time she lived there, it was already divided into apartments. And I doubt Billie Holiday would be wandering through strangers' living rooms like a haunted tour guide. But still, I couldn't shake the image, that smooth movement, the arms raised, almost like a dancer swaying through smoke. What I saw that night didn't feel malicious. It didn't scare me. It didn't chill the room or whisper in my ear. It was just there. A presence. A reminder that even in the most ordinary places, on a busy street in Manhattan, in a cramped apartment, you might encounter something that makes you question what's real. I still don't know what I saw. Maybe it was just a shadow, or some weird trick of light. Or maybe, in that strange gap between sleep and wakefulness, I caught a glimpse of someone who'd never really left. I'm the horror cow. And this was the story of the ghost on the Upper West Side.